Okay, guys, I'm going to do a recap of my collection. It changed a ton in 2023. And since it's the first week of 2024 and I plan to, add and trade and sell some things this year to, upgrade the collection and add some more of my favorites, I want to take a few moments to call out the top 10 with some honorable mentions on the vintage side of my collection and share some of those with you all now. So I'll just jump in with a couple of vintage autographs of some great pitchers, some Hall of Fame pitchers. These are honorable mentions. These are both parts of my PC. This being Yankees greats signed vintage cards. This is Lefty Gomez, and out of the Uncle Jimmy collection, it's the highest graded card. Warren Spahn, Hall of Fame rookie card, 1948 leaf. I collect the 48 leaf set signed. I'm a little more than 40% done, which is been harder than you might think. But those are two honorable mentions. Another couple. These are a part of my Satchel Paige PC, the Puerto Rican League sticker, and the old Laughlin or old time Black Stars from 1974 Laughlin, made in a guy's basement, but then eventually signed by Satchel Paige here. Really like these cards, especially the image on that. I think that's an underappreciated and undershown shot of Satch. And then here's the final two honorable mentions. This one I almost included in the top 10. I just love the color on that. If you compare it to any other 49 Bowman, you're not going to find the white and the light back like you have here. The red is really bold as well. Great registration. Just an awesome Jackie Robinson rookie. And then Martin Dihigo, he's rarely shown on cardboard. There's about 4 or 5 cards of his, and this is one out of the 1931 Doble Aguila set. This is him batting here. It says something on the back like Dihigo breaks his bat with a strong hit, and this is one of the highest graded cards you can get of that individual card. All right, top 10. This was a huge pickup this year for my 1948 Leaf set and my Hall of Fame rookie card set. I wasn't expecting really to ever get this. It showed up on eBay as a raw card. I was winning the auction, and then the seller pulled it down because too many people were saying, "Hey, like you've got to get this graded." And I actually had bought another card that you're going to see in a second here from that same seller, and was able to stay in touch with him and help him get it graded, and eventually secure this card, which is really tough. There's only 2 of these. There's one wrong back that was signed, but then 2 base, correct backs of Hal Newhouser signed. So arguably the hardest signed Hall of Fame rookie card you can get from a population standpoint. George, for post-war baseball. George Kell, this was the other card that I got from him. So both of these were Tigers players, Tigers Hall of Famers that signed in a couple local shows, and the seller's dad had an amazing Tigers collection and happened to get both of these short prints signed. This Kell, if it wasn't for a little mark that in most of his dad's cards, he made a little mark here. I don't know what they represented, but if it wasn't for that, this would be clear 6. But it's a super sharp, great registration, great color, great auto, all of the things you'd want. It's really hard to find this card in general, but then again, to find it signed, it's a pop 2. It's a little bit easier because than the Hal Newhouser, even though they're both pop 2, just because he has a Bowman rookie card that counts towards the PSA set registry as well. All right, 1954 Topps signed Jackie Robinson. I think you're going to notice a trend here through the top 10. They are all signed vintage, and you're going to see a few more Jackie Robinsons. This is just a really tough card to find, and I can't get over that he held this, and he appreciated it for a second or two, and gave a great signature here in black ink. And I just love this card. So Got that from a friend who finished the 1954 top set signed and had some duplicates. Joe DiMaggio, amazing registration. Everything else is pretty tough, although the blue color and the variation there is nice with the blue sleeves and the blue cap, and that kind of matches this strong blue marker here. Again, part of my 1948 Leaf set. People love the 41 play ball Joe DiMaggio, and I'll probably pick up one of those signed at some point, but I'm partial to the 48 Leaf. Here's another from that set, Ted Williams. He, given I love Satchel Paige and collecting Satchel Paige, I have an affinity for Ted Williams as well. He used part of his Hall of Fame speech to, push the committee to induct Satch and other Negro League players, and no one asked him to do that, and it was a special moment, I guess, in baseball history that he did that. And this is a great card, amazing autograph, great centering, pretty solid color for Ted there. Going back to Satch, and it's nice to pair these two together, side by side. I think we're at number 5 here. Yeah, number 5. So top 5 here. Satchel Paige, 1953 Topps, autographed. One of the prettiest cards in the hobby, but certainly of the 53 set. And there's only about 30 of these that have been autographed, and they range in condition and placement and all over. I actually own 3 of these, but this is my favorite, and I've been very lucky to have that one for a while now. All right, back to 54 Topps Jackie. I know there was another one there, but this just one has better. I like the blue ink. It matches kind of the Dodger blue. It's a little bit better condition, sharper corners. I don't know why this was graded and authentic. There might be something that you could argue was not a rough cut, but maybe looks like it could be trimmed up there. I don't know, but not sure why you would do that. Only there, given it seems like a fully sized card too. But anyways, great card. I've talked about it already, and there's my other one. And this is part of, I didn't mention this before, this is part of my Jackie Robinson signed card run. So I'm trying to get all 8 of his cards, 48 Leaf through 56 Topps, signed. 48 Leaf may never come, but I'll be happy to get all the others. And the Jackie Robinson 55 Topps is one of the highest populations. I think it is the highest population out of all of his base run. But it's also a great card. I mean, it's the year he won the World Series. This one has a fantastic autograph placed in a good spot next to the facsimile. It only holds it back from a numerical grade because of these staple holes right here and here. But again, the blue ink matches the Dodger blue, and I love this card. Played Pen Pal for a while with the seller of that. All right, top 2. This is another one that you shouldn't be surprised to see at this point, but 1950 Bowman. This is only 8 of these exist, and this is one of the prettiest in terms of placement of the auto. Graded a 7 because it's slightly faded, but still very legible, and nice blue ink that I'm going to keep out of the sun for the most part. And it's many people would say this is their favorite card, mostly because of the pose. And I've seen some folks pair this with the Gowdy swinging Babe Ruth, and I think that's a really nice, homage to an earlier, well-loved set. But very lucky to have that. I picked that up at open auction 2 years ago. And then this was my best pickup of 2023. This is my favorite card in my collection. It's got the number 1 spot across my vintage and modern PCs. This is Satchel Paige's rookie card, 1949 Bowman. This is about a pop 7 or 8. I think they're adding one more now that's in a Beckett holder. But a really awesome color on this card. Placement of the auto, you couldn't ask for much better. It does look like it ran a little bit or got smudged a little bit when it was in a binder for 40 or 50 years. I didn't meet the original autograph hound who got this, but I met his brother and was able to secure that from from that collection and made a great connection along the way with him, who was a wonderful steward of his brother's collection and also just a cool collector in general of other things. But this is easily one of the best Hall of Fame rookie cards you can get. The only way it could be better is if it was a 48 leaf, but you know, I'd be happy to take this, as that one's a pop 0 for now, and yeah, it's just a gorgeous card. I feel really lucky to have it. All right, well, that's the vintage side. I appreciate you all watching here, and I'll be back with some moderns, and then in 2025, I guess I'll try to update my collection recap and see what comes in and out.